So Brian Williams was suspended from NBC today. The NBC News president came out with a memo, and they're suspending him 6 months without pay. And I do think that this is the end for Brian Williams, I think. I don't think we'll see Brian Williams at the NBC nightly news chair anymore. This is my reasoning. If they had intentions of bringing him back, they would have suspended him, and then they would have put Tom Brokaw in. They would have put Tom Brokaw in to restore credibility, knowing that Williams was going to come back. Restore credibility by putting Brokaw in, having him do his thing for 6 months, and then Williams comes back. They didn't do that. And I really do think that you'll hear this for a long, long time. This is the NBC Nightly News with Lester Holt. And I'm all for that. Since MSNBC, I've been a huge fan of Lester Holt. Huge. I think Lester Holt is one of the most underrated newscasters in America. I also think it's a great story having an African American in one of the most prestigious news chairs on American television. That's so huge. That's so historic. I think you're almost getting the sense that they're suspending him without pay. And I think NBC is going to see how Lester Holt does. Now, if Lester Holt's numbers, because we all know if Brokaw would have been his replacement or been his fill-in for 6 months, you know Brokaw would have kept the ratings. But with Lester Holt, he's unproven. In terms of that aspect, he's never been on the NBC Nightly News steadily. And I think they're going the route of, if Lester Holt keeps the ratings there, and he's neck and neck with ABC, and he's beating CBS, you know what, Brian? Go away. Now, Brian Williams is a news reporter. And people say, well, Hillary Clinton's lied about Benghazi, and Obama's lied about everything. Why are we not making a bigger deal about Hillary Clinton lying and George Bush lying and Obama lying? Because unfortunately, ladies and gentlemen, we expect politicians to lie to us. People vote them in hoping that they keep one promise that they said in their campaign. They don't. Politicians are liars. Especially the ones in Washington. So when a politician lies, hey, that's just the politician being the politician. You don't expect and you don't want your newsman, who for the last 12 years has been bringing you the news, and you listening to his news and taking his news and going by his word. And now he's been lying to us all for 12 years. The problem with Brian Williams, ladies and gentlemen, is that he wanted himself to be the story. He didn't want to report a story. There's no misremembering almost getting hit by a rocket in Iraq. You either came close to that or you didn't. You don't misremember almost getting hit by a rocket. You misremember maybe your credit card bill one month. It sucks, but it happens to the best of us. It happens to almost everyone in America. You misremember putting your car keys somewhere. You misremember DVRing your favorite television program. You don't misremember almost getting hit by a rocket. And the notion that, oh, Brian Williams is a good guy. Yeah, Brian Williams is a great guy. But the fact of the matter is, he lied. He lied. And now all of a sudden, he's lying about a dead body being in Katrina. Being in New Orleans while he was covering Katrina. And Brian Williams apparently saw a body floating outside of his hotel room. Well, the owner of that hotel earlier today said that hotel was not even near water. So that's a lie. That's two lies. That's two lies. What else has he lied to us about to our faces in 12 years, delivering us the news? When you get delivered the news, you're supposed to get delivered the facts, not someone's propaganda. Hell, Fox News is guilty of it. PMSNBC is guilty of it. They all are guilty of it. There's not, oh, well, Fox News slants it. Oh, well, MSNBC slants it. Oh, CNN slants it. They all slant it. Hell, you want a fair news station? PBS. NewsHour with Jim Lair. That's about as honest as you can get. But Brian Williams is going to go off in the sunset for 6 months, and if we see him again, we don't know. And it's a shame because he has taken the role and the nickname of America's Newsman. And America's Newsman let us down. And in closing, just keep this in mind, folks. Brian Williams was suspended for lying about something that happened to him in the Iraq War. He was punished today by NBC for lying about an incident in the Iraq War. And it is unfortunate that to this date, February 10th, 2015, as of this date, Brian Williams is the only person that has been held accountable for lying about the Iraq War. Think about that. I'm Chris Soriano.